We're gonna do the last puzzle. It's sad. I'm sad already. We got some rolling hills here for Bilbo's Return Home by Dave Hoskins. Well, I don't really like the bars, but let's just do it. Okay, this does not look great. Sorry, Bilbo, for the awkward homecoming. I don't know what I can do about that. Is there anything I can do? What can I do? Why Why are you like this? What if I don't want the I don't like it. Vignette. Top and bottom Cinecrop. What a waste. What if we just don't do that? What do you think about that? Is that gonna work? Hey, look at that. Look at me go. Okay. Anyway, let's restart and read the rules. The rules say, as all things come to an end, even this story, a day came at last when they were in sight of the country where Bilbo had been born and bred, where the shapes of the land and of the trees were as well known to him as his hands and toes. Coming to a rise, he could see his own hill in the distance. So they crossed the bridge and passed the mill by the river and came right back to Bilbo's own door at Bag's End. Normal set of rules apply. Begin by transcribing the Great River labeled digits from the previous puzzle into the cage in box 3. Okay, we're going to copy in the Great River. Along the green line, okay, it's German Whisper. Wow, is that really it? So I feel shocked. So the final, it really is just Killer Cages and German Whisper, right? Jason, I'll take it. Okay, we got a copy over. Great. I mean, there's suspicious colors here that make me think there's some secret. But what is the secret? So I forgot what we're doing. Great River. The Great River digits are 39. The very text I was complaining about, Great River. Okay, so we have a 3 and a 9. So let's do Sudoku. So this is a 7-8 pair. And this is a 7-8 pair. And this is a 6, 7, 8, 9. And what are these telling us? What do these mean? What's going on here, Bilbo Baggins? These digits sum to 42, so this is a 3, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, plus 2 from the 11 makes that a 3. So that means the 7s are not in the 10 cage. So, and that means 7 is not in the 10 cage, right? So 7s are in the 11 cages. Whichever, wherever the 7 is, it has a 4 with it. And that means that 6 is not in the 10 cage. You could also have seen this based on the 5. So 5, 6, 5, 6. So 4, 5, 6, 7 basically. 4, 5, 6, 7 go in there. And then the remaining will be 9, 1, and 8, 2. We gotta think about these, don't we? So these are, well, we know the polarity of this immediately, right? Because if these were both, or don't we? Maybe we don't know the polarity immediately. Never mind. Don't listen to me. We all must, we know something about the polarity, but I don't know that we know the polarity. So in here, this is sort of an interesting fellow because it has the potential to have a 1 or not. Thinking about how that relates to the trying to decide who's got the most pressure on them. It says less pressure than I initially thought because you could have a double 1. Now making these high means it's a 6-9 pair, and there's definitely 1 in here in that case. But that's still allowed with a 9 cage if it's 2, 3, 4. So you would have. We also know there's no the 4 is not here because it couldn't go there. So 4 is in this neighborhood. 4 is not here. And 4 is not here because it would need a 9 next to it. So if 4 is in the 9 cage, it's got to be there with 2, 3, right? Like that is a requirement. If 4 is here, what does that mean to everybody? By the way, there is a 9 on here. By the way, because 9 is not in the 9 cage. So either 4 is here and this is 9, or one of these digits is 9 and one of them is 6, so this is a 1. So if the 4 is here, this is a 9, and then this is some other low digit. And by the way, 5 is also, good grief. Well, we could make this harder, we could just pay attention. 5 is not here because it would need a 3 to equal 8, and 5 is not here. So there is a 5 in here. So it is not 2, 3, 4. So it is 1 plus 5 plus 3. And we were making that complicated for no reason. Now, what that does mean is now our 4 has been pushed yonder. It's not there, it's not there. So that becomes the 4. This becomes a double 9. This becomes the only low digit we have available to us, which is 2. This becomes 6, this becomes 2. So we will then carry our lownesses around. We will carry our highnesses around. And we will see, for example, that this is a 7, 8, 9. It's not a 6 because the 2. Look at the green. Did something interesting. Got some aliasing there on our hill. So we have removed 6 from here, so we remove 5 from here. So we remove 4 from here and 7 from here and 4 from here. That's a 5, 6 pair. 9 comes out of here, so 1 comes out of here. 2 comes out of here, so 8 comes out of here. 9 comes out of here, so 1 comes out of here. This 5, 6 sees this 5, so this 5 comes out. This 9 is seen. That means this is not a 4. This is only 1, 2, or 3. We removed the 6 here, so the 9 comes out here, which it comes out anyway. We need to make this 14 without the benefit of a 9, but I don't know if I care about that very much. Now this 10... So 6 is not here, right? So either, and 9's not here, 9's not, well, 9 is not here, and 9 is not here, because we're summing, I'm sorry. 9 is not here, and 9 is not here. This just is the 9. That means that this is just a digit of some sort that is low. But 2 is not here. So I guess my question, like 4 and 6 we've got to contend with. They're not both in here, right? We can't put 4 and 6 in here or we hit 10. So one or the other has to be out. Now, unfortunately, 4 could go here, I think. So we can't just say this is a 4-6 pair. If 5 were in here, it'd have to go with a 1-4. Then this would be 2-3, and this would be 6. Okay. So either 5 is here and it's just 5, or if 5 is in here, it can't go with 2-3. So it has to go with 5 plus 1 plus 4. and then these are the 2, 3, and this is 6. So that is only 5 or 6. And that means 4 is either in here or it's here. 2 is over here. So one of these digits is 2. So 2 is not in here. If it was 6, it would have to go with 1, 3, and that would be okay. Well, it's one or the other, right? So it's either 5 with 1, 4, or it's 5 with 1, 4 equals 10, or it's 6 with 1, 3 equals 4, right? So it's 5 or 6 with 1, 4 or 1, 3. So there's always a 1. So we don't have a 1 there. That could still be 7, but it does rule 6 out of here. So that becomes 7, 8, or 9. This is not 7, by the way, so this is not 8. Feels like I didn't fully reduce this, or like there's something I haven't fully done. I don't know. These digits are from 1, 5, and 3. 5 is not on a whisper. So this is only 1 or 3. This is 7, 8, 9. Sorry, not that. It's 6, 7, 8, not 7, 8, 9. That means this is not a 4. That's only 1, 2, 3. You are 15. You are 12. Do we care about that? I think 27. I don't know if we care about that. 9 is not here. Where's 9? Nobody knows. Could be anywhere. 9 is here somewhere. That's a place 9 is. So, you're a little restricted, 7, 8, 9. So that does not, why do I keep saying that? 6, 7, 8, not 9. So that also keeps 4 off of here. So you become 1, 2, 3. This is also 6, 7, 8 because of the 9. There's no, so this is also only 1, 2, 3, right? So who do we want to think about? I think we're okay with you. We're almost okay with you. Kind of the question of the 4, sort of. That would make this a 9. So for this 12, what needs to happen in here? If we did have a 9 in here, it would have to be 9 plus 1 plus 2, which would not be a good situation. If we put 9 in here, the only way to get to 12 is 1 and 2. And that would take 1 out of here, so this is 3. Take 1 and 2 out of here, so this is 3. So 9 is not in there. So 9 is here or here. So 9 is not here. 8 in here needs it's 8 and 1 and 3, and that's obviously not okay. So 8 not in here. 7 in here means we have to make 5. So it's 7, 7, 2, 3 doesn't work because we end up with double 1. But 7, 1, 4 I think could work. That would put a 4 here. If it was 7, 1, 4. And there is a 4 here, which if I would just pay attention, I would see that. This is 6, 7, 8 triple. Look at that. That is not an 8. So that is not a 2. And that means this is a 1-2 pair. So this is a 5. And that means that this is a 4. So these digits must sum to 8, right? So if it's a 1, this is a 7. If it's a 3, it's a 5, which it's not allowed to be. And if it is a 5, it's a 3. So this 5, 6 wipes out the 5 here, which wipes out the 3 here. The 1, 3 pair actually does better work than that and just makes this a 5 anyway. So that is a 9, so this is a 3. This does become 1, which is fine. 2 unsixifies both of these. We get a 3 and a 1. We do have a 7, 8 pair, forcing the 6 here, forcing the 9 here. I think my logic feels okay so far, but I do feel like I'm like, I don't know, getting lost in the arithmetic has not been treating me well the last few days. This could never be a 6. Why would I even do that? Why would I even do that? We have a 7, 8 pair here that forces the 4 here and the 7 here. That removes 4 here, but it also forces the 8 here, the 7 here. This 9 came out. This becomes the 8, which is okay in terms of the neighbors. This is also, we get a 7, 8 pair for this fellow. Our 11 here is not 9, 2, and it's not 5, 6. So it's the other half of this 7, 8. This digit goes in here. It's going to be 7, 8 with 3 or 4. That's not 8, so that's not 3. But we do have a pair there. So the pair here. So our whisper's basically whispered. I would like to know about this. That would help with some things. Surely. So it is possible to have a 7 in here with, so we don't have 8 or 9. 7 in here with 2 other digits that sum to 7. And we could take the 3s away. I'm curious about this fellow. So is there some very other really obvious reduction I have not reducted? Yes. This 5, 6 pair does make this 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. What are we missing is 9. And then this is a 1, 3, 4. Hanging out, I believe. I don't know what's happening here. Don't know. Is this some secret from the last page of the puzzles? So what? If this is 14, if this is 1, we've got to have digits that sum to 13 that are not 9, 4 or 8, 5. So it would be 7, 6, which at this moment I think is maybe okay. Maybe it's not okay, actually, because I've broken the puzzle I'm seeing. I broke the puzzle because there's supposed to be a 7 down here. So maybe it was just my pencil mark here was bad. Five, 6. Yeah. I'm sorry. This was not just 1, 4, 3. It's 1, 4, 3, 7. Sloppy. And it is the 7. So that is the 7. That is the rumored 7 that we have been discussing. That removes 8 from here, removes 3 from here. So this does become a 4, 7 pair. So this becomes the 8, the 7, the 8, the 7. Does that... This cannot be 7 anymore. Probably hasn't been able to be for a while. But anyway, that is a 9. Does put a 9 here. Seems to be all of our 9s. So we must create 7 from scratch. Home-baked 7. Which is all of the remaining digits, basically. 6152 or 34. Do we know this now? Now that 1 is in here? I guess it still can be 1, 3, 6, or 1, 5, 4. And the other half of the 5, 6 is here, and the other half of the 3, 4 is here. Well, this just is 2, but that doesn't really change that discussion. It does change this. It does remove the 1 and the 3. So we can still have 1, 3, 6. So this is number 6, actually. No. That's not true. We absolutely have a 1, and it's here. So it's 1, 3, 6, or it's 1, 4, 5. So this is number 4, I think. So we get a 5, 6 pair and a 3, 4 pair, which seems reasonable. We now have to make our 7 without the benefit of 6, 1 or 4, 3. So this is a 5, 2. We know the order. And then the remaining digits are, well, let's go ahead and do this. Because the remaining digits will be the 6 and the 4. And you're a 7 and you're a 4. So I've been ignoring this 11 cage as hard as I possibly can. 3-cell 11 cage, woof. I don't know why I'm so scared of it. I don't know, there's just like where it sits and everything. It's just really, I'm intimidated by it. Is that rational? Probably not. But we should probably think about it, at least a little bit. So 8 is in here. 7 is just here. 9 is here. 6, we don't know so much about. If 6 was here, we'd need 2 digits that sum to 5, which would be 2, 3. That actually seems okay right now. 5, 4 we know a little something about. 3 we don't. 2 and 1 we know a little. So the remaining digits here are 1, 2, 6. And we're going to see some 1 and 6. You're not 6. You're not 1. Gonna help tremendously, I must say. 9, we already got. 2, didn't get yet. 3, didn't get yet. You feel me resisting this 11 cage? Why am I so resistant to it? I don't know. I just don't like it. We need a 1, a 3, a 4, a 6 here, some of which we'll be seeing. 1, 3, 4, 6. This sees 4 and 6. This sees 1 and 4. This sees 3 and 4. And this only sees 6. So that unfortunately did not reduce as intensely as I was hoping. We have 1, 2, 3, 6 to place. No, there's one more digit. It's the 5. Oh yeah, this just is 5. Okay, great. Then 5 ends up here somewhere. 5 ends up here somewhere. So we do end up with 3. 3 is definitely up here. So this is not 3. And 4 seems to only be here. So we get a 1, 3, 6 triple. And then I'm going to ignore this 11 for the rest of my life. We still need a 1 in this column and a 3 which must be here. So we need a 1 and a 5, I think. And that's cool. The 2s. 9, so you're all happy. The 5 and the 3 we got. Okay. So we need 2 and 6 over here along with 7, it seems. The 2 will be seen. 2, 6, 7. You're not 2. 1, 2, 6, 7. And what? 8. So 8 is down here. I mean, it's just 1, 2, 8. That's not 1. That's not 2. Am I gonna do it? I have to think about it. Okay. It can be 1. It can be 2. It can be 3, and it can also be 5. So we roll these 1, 2s out immediately because of here, and we get a 3, 5 pair, which is great. That the 1, 2s end up here, so that's fine. So if this was a 5, we'd need to sum to 6 here, but we could have 2, 4. If this was 3, we'd need to sum to 8. We couldn't have 1, 7. Oh, we could have 2, 6. So actually both of those seem to be valid, which is annoying. The 3, 5 pair does seem a 1 though, so that is good. Thought I broke the puzzle for a second. Maybe I did, but not in the way that I thought I did. Do get our 1 up there. We do finally get this 7. I think our whisper's okay. This digit is just a 3. I think we've known that for thousands of years. You're the 5, you're the, oops, the 3. You're the 5. This is just part of a 4, 8 pair, I think. You need to be an 8 so that you can be a 6, I think. And this seems to be also a 6, and this one a 4. Wow, okay, under 30 minutes. That was very smooth. It seemed very smooth. I don't have any, I have kind of no complaints really. Like I mean, not that there were major complaints on anything, but you know what I mean. I don't even have anything to like unjustifiably complain about. I feel like I think that the rules could not have been more simple. German Whisper and Cages, incredibly simple, clean rules. Some interesting interplay here immediately, just like the pressure of these cages. We got some information that unfolded immediately and some bits of information that took a long time. I think there was probably more elegant thinking than I found for the relationship of some of these, but I think I got there. So, wow. Oh my gosh, and that's it? Blobz. These are all the puzzles. These are so good. What an incredible collection. I mentioned this on Discord, but just like the balance here of incredibly clean but like interesting interactions with very simple rule sets like we just saw. Just clean, refreshing, just very smooth logic, smooth solve. And then the really interesting, challenging ones like the Wrath, which I obviously struggled with notating, but really enjoyed. That was really a cool rule set. And then I think the Thrush. As far as novel rule sets, I think I really liked this. It had almost the feeling, and actually I'm almost surprised that it didn't show up in anywhere in here. But this, it almost had the feeling of like 159 indexing, in that you were really focused on like the interaction between column one. Normally you're really focused on like column one, column 9, and column 5. In this case, it was more like column 1 interacting with column 8. But this was a really interesting one, and the only downside for myself, I feel like, really was just kind of forgetting this rule set. Although this little moving window was really cool too. This almost, if you turn it sideways, is almost like a missile command game or something, or like a Pong Arkanoid, of like you've got to put the paddle in the right place to receive the projectile. But yeah, really, I kind of want to just click through them briefly. That was just smooth as could be. That was also very smooth, I think. I don't think I made any outrageous errors on that. That was a fun one, even though I feel like I struggled with this pesky dragon. This one was so fun, so smooth. Loved that. Obviously, I love the Yin Yang Sightline puzzle, even though my brain had trouble with the trees. Loved that puzzle. Oops. This was a cool one. The kind of not vampire-ish, the changer. What do we call them? The changer. That was a really cool one. I don't. Is that a standard rule set, or was this kind of like a vampire variation? I really liked that. This one, even though I banged my head against it because I missed something so obvious with this, it was a clean, enjoyable rule set. I just missed very obvious things, which is so embarrassing. Like, this is all of the effort I put into this when this was just given by this was laughably absurd. This was a cool one, like unexpectedly interesting interactions. That one was really fun. Lake Town obviously ruined my life. Like, largely, I think I applied the logic that this could not be double 1, I think, or double 2, but then I think that's how we got this to be low or high. But then I failed to apply that logic here with the 3, which is very embarrassing. When we got the weird like 5 going around the bend kind of thing. This one, yeah, love the thrush. Love that thrush. This one was embarrassing also, how I did not, oh boy, it's embarrassing. This 3, somehow I forgot that these were circles. You know what I think, what I guess I did, and it's not an excuse really, it doesn't excuse that it's embarrassing, but just to explain, I think that somehow, even though I was thinking of the green set as circles, I think I was kind of thinking of the blue set as dwarfs, you know, as just being of a set, but not like an exclusive set. That's the only explanation I can think of, because I remember getting those to 1s and 3s and then just did not pare it down. I don't know that I ever did that properly. And the only thing I can think of is maybe I was just still thinking of those as dwarves, which makes very little sense because I was definitely thinking of the emeralds as circles. So who knows what I was doing. This was just more challenging than it looked, but was very clean, interesting rule interactions. Really some interesting white Kropke interactions in these puzzles, especially love the Wrath. Love that one. And this was very cool. I was fearful a little bit, but like the sort of like north-south separated rule sets still playing together. It wasn't like doing, you know, like, oh, we're just doing some rules up here or some down here. Like the interplay of them was This one, I am kind of proud of this logic, even though I think the video I posted was actually my second attempt because I just got home late and was doing something ridiculous. But that was an interesting interplay. And kind of once we broke that open, I feel like it really, like in my memory at least, that really kind of cracked things open and we were able to carry it around very smoothly. This one, lovely, even though my heart was broken by these smaller versus larger fortresses, but lovely puzzle. We just did the return journey, which was like the clusters of cages was cool. The river, the way the river kind of unfolded was cool. And then Home at Last was just so clean and simple. So congrats, Blobz. These are really incredible puzzles. The only sad part is that people have to wait months and months to do them, but I really appreciate you sharing them. And I also cannot believe that you're going to watch me talk about these for 87 hours or however long this is. It was like, I don't want to think about it. Was this like 15 hours of solves in 3 days or something? Which, that's kind of absurd. Well, anyway, thank you.